regional players in the gaming industry are creating personalized content to win a bigger slice of the global market share. Salim Saeed has more on the developers in Abu Dhabi who are taking matters into their own hands to up their game.
When you think of major video game hubs in the world, countries in the Middle East probably don't come to mind. Yet events like the Yas Gaming Festival in Abu Dhabi are looking to change that and develop the culture of digital fun in the region. The MENA gaming market makes up 2.5% of the $135 billion of sales brought in by the global market, according to Tom Wijman at Newzoo, a Netherlands-based games analytics company. Some say the key to unlocking the region's potential is through localization, or customizing games by adapting language and cultural elements. One example is a UAE content creation company called Wizzo, which developed a game called Invasion, starring Lebanese pop star Haifa Wahbi in animated form. International companies are keen to get in on the act too, from France's Ubisoft to China's MENA Mobile.
They're looking for local partners to set up with here to localize their products. Doing so, they need to establish, let's say, studios, regional offices in the MENA region. They'll be employing more youngsters, more Arabs. That means there'll be knowledge transfer, there'll be actual experience for our people on the ground. That will help actually grow and attract investment to the region.
While PC and console games make up the second and third largest segments of the MENA gaming market, it's handheld mobile devices that are generating the most revenue from the region, making up more than half the market and attracting the attention of local independent game developers. I met with independent Emirati game developer Fakhr al-Mansouri, who started her company Hybrid Humans, creating mostly mobile phone games about 5 years ago. One of the most popular games is a multiplayer racing game called Falcon Valley, which highlights local Emirati culture. It found its way to Apple's App Store, earning the title Game of the Day in 2017. Al-Mansouri says the journey hasn't been easy, and she spends thousands of her own money to sustain the business.
Part of the biggest challenge is getting the financial support, because at the start I did try to find investors, but most of them don't understand what video games are. They think it's too risky, but we need that education level to be spread out throughout the community, locally and regionally.
She generates most of her money from advertisements and by selling digital products inside free downloadable games, but says it's not enough. To keep afloat, she develops interactive applications for clients, such as this application called KidX for the UAE government, an adventure game where children can learn about being the best possible citizen. Or this cybersecurity training program, which uses virtual reality to teach safe digital practices. In addition to educating through games, Al-Mansouri says telling stories the whole world can relate to is at the heart of what she does.
We know so much about the American culture because we grew up with those mediums, but the rest of the world doesn't know much about us as Emiratis or as Arab or Muslims. So we have this medium to kind of tell stories that could be meaningful or it could be silly.
A successful game is all about pushing the right buttons with gamers at the end of the day, and creating a bonding experience is what truly earns the most points.